The diplomatic reception hall aboard the Frontier's Edge station hummed with the careful tension of first contact. Lewis adjusted his collar for the third time, trying to focus on Ambassador Chen's briefing about the Zitherian delegation, but his attention kept drifting to the viewing port, where their ship had just docked. "Remember," Chen said, her voice tight with importance, "the Zitherians can detect electromagnetic fluctuations in biological systems. Stay calm, stay professional." Lewis nodded absently. He'd read the files. The Zitherians were an ancient race, their understanding of energy fields far beyond humanity's reach. They'd agreed to this meeting after intercepting Earth's deep space probes, curious about the loud species that broadcast its existence so freely into the void. The doors whispered open. She walked in, and Lewis forgot how to breathe. Lisa, he would learn her name later. The human phonetic approximation, at least, moved with a grace that seemed to bend light around her. Her form was humanoid enough to be familiar, alien enough to be devastating, skin that shimmered like oil on water, eyes that held depths of violet and gold, and something else. Something in the way she carried herself spoke of centuries, perhaps millennia of civilization, while humans were still learning to forge bronze. Lewis felt his heart hammer against his ribs. His palms went slick. Every nerve ending suddenly remembered it was alive. Lisa stopped mid-step. Her eyes, those impossible eyes, locked onto him across 30 feet of polished floor. Her head tilted just slightly, in what might have been curiosity. Or amusement. "Oh no," Lewis whispered. "What?" Chen hissed beside him. "She knows, and she did." Lisa's lips curved into something that transcended species. A smile. Not mocking, but knowing. Her three companions continued forward to greet Ambassador Chen, but Lisa's attention remained fixed on Lewis like a spotlight he couldn't escape. The formal introductions became a blur. Lewis heard his own name spoken, heard the melodic, impossible-to-replicate sounds of Zitherian names. He managed to shake hands, or the equivalent, with the other delegates. But when Lisa's hand touched his, he felt a subtle pulse like static electricity, but warmer, more intentional. "Lewis Harrison," she said, his name perfect on her tongue. "Your cardiovascular system is quite expressive." Heat flooded his face. Diplomatic protocols don't really cover this situation." "No?" That smile widened. "How unfortunate for your protocols." The tour of the station was torture. Chen shot him increasingly panicked looks as Lisa consistently maneuvered to walk beside him, asking questions clearly designed to make him explain things while she watched his reactions. The rest of her delegation spoke with other human representatives about trade, technology exchange, cultural databases. Lisa asked Lewis about Earth's oceans, about music, about why humans blushed. "It's an involuntary response," he explained, very aware that he was demonstrating in real time. "Increased blood flow to the face due to emotional stimuli." Fascinating. "And it happens when humans experience attraction? Among other emotions, yes. But in this case?" Lewis stopped walking. The observation deck stretched around them, stars blazing beyond the transparent aluminum. The others had moved ahead, giving them a bubble of relative privacy. "You know exactly what I'm feeling," he said quietly. "You could probably draw a diagram of my heart rate variability." Lisa stepped closer. "Yes. I can sense the electromagnetic signatures of your neural activity, the fluctuations in your cardiac rhythm. From the moment you saw me, your bioelectric field became quite brilliant." She paused. "But I don't know what you're thinking." "I can't read your thoughts, Lewis Harrison. I only know that something shifted in you immediately and profoundly. Love at first sight," he said, then immediately felt foolish. Or, I mean, not love, obviously. That's chemically impossible in such a short time frame. Intense attraction combined with idealization and projection of... "Your species," Lisa interrupted gently, "talks so much. It's a defense mechanism. I know." She placed a hand on his chest right over his heart. Even through his uniform, he felt that warmth, that subtle pulse. "This is remarkable, you know. My species evolved beyond these biological imperatives millennia ago. We choose our emotional responses, cultivate them like gardens over decades. But you..." She looked up at him with something he hoped was wonder. "You feel this storm instantly, uncontrollably. Your heart makes decisions your mind hasn't even considered. Is that primitive to you?" "No." Her voice softened. "It's brave," Lewis laughed, surprised. "Brave, I'm terrified. You're clearly out of my league in every measurable way. You probably lived for centuries. You can literally read my feelings in electromagnetic pulses. And I'm standing here with my stupid human heart trying to leap out of my chest because I think you're the most incredible being I've ever seen. You are, Lisa said, very honest when you're overwhelmed. Another human flaw. Perhaps. She was still touching his chest, still feeling his heartbeat. Or perhaps it's what makes you interesting. Your delegation has been very careful, very calculated, but you walked into that room and let yourself feel something profound without permission, without safety protocols. She leaned closer. Do you know how rare that is? True spontaneity? Are you saying? Lewis hardly dared hope. Are you interested? Your heart rate just increased again. Lisa? Yes, she said simply. I'm interested. Your species is impulsive and brief and burns so brightly, and you, Lewis Harrison, shine brighter than most. She stepped back, professional once more. But I am here for 1 week. Then my ship departs. 1 week, Lewis repeated. His heart was doing complicated things. Yes. What does a human do with 1 week and feelings like these? Lewis looked at her. This impossible, ancient, beautiful being who'd crossed light years and somehow seen something worth noticing in him. His human heart, that primitive organ, knew the answer immediately. Everything, he said. We do everything we can. Lisa's smile could have lit the station. Then let us begin.